quick review in this wee safe here. A wee Yale safe. There's our model number, standard protection, electronic small safe, no model number. It's £26 in the sale in Argos and Amazon. Instructions are useless. They tell you absolutely nothing. Shows you how to put the batteries on. Doesn't tell you how to program it. It just shows you there. You know, what does that tell you? To basically program is very easy. If anybody wants to know how to program it, you put your batteries in, battery supplied. Wee red button at the top. Push the red button till you hear beep. Whenever you hear beep, type in whatever number you want, and then push the wee tick button. And then when you lock it down, tick button to unlock it, and that's how it's unlocked. So the programming is very simple. Why reprogram it again? So you split up your X. You don't want them getting at the family allowance book. So now that there's no change to. And should you forget, but you're not very likely to forget, but what will happen is your batteries will go down. And once your batteries go down, you put on your savings book and you haven't saved in years. And then when you finally find a fiver in the street and you want to save it and you go to get your savings book out, the batteries are gone dead. If the batteries go dead, you pull this wee boy off here. I'm holding the phone here like, and it's sitting on a cardboard box. It's not the ideal spot. That pulls off anyway. Comes off easy if you've got two hands. Hold on. I've set it on the floor now. Just get your fingernail or stuff on that. That does come off because I had it off. There, it comes off. And you get your wee set of keys with it. And these are pick proof keys, apparently. I've sent away for a lock kit to learn me how to pick locks for myself for Christmas. So you can put the key in and that opens it up as well. But the only problem is, you probably get somebody who lock the keys inside the safe. You get people who do that. But I'll tell you why I said to do that. Apart from that, it's very simple. I'm using this for a key safe. So if all the family members have to get into my house to feed Luna and stuff, they can get into the house. And so all I'm going to put inside mine is, you watch, don't forget the code. All I'm going to put inside mine is a long chain and a key. And then they can open this up to keep the key in. Because key safes are pretty expensive. And this is going to my shed. So bearing in mind most people have access to tools in my shed. So I'm on your hammer with breaking on your wee key safe. But this you can break into that too. There's angle grinders there, but it's far handy just breaking the window of the house. You go through all that effort. But I'll tell you the one thing that sort of puts me off it, like as far as a safe goes. It comes with screws. A safe should come with expansion bolts. You don't put a safe up with screws. It just shows, and see the tiny sound? It sounds like a wee cheap toolbox. Here's a safe that I use in my house here. Solid. It's a lot heavier like. And that wasn't a very expensive safe in its day like. The steel on that's a lot thicker. And what the wee one would be. What's the bolts now like? So if you want to store money in it, I would get the better safe than this. The wee bolts and all thinner. But I would say any cordless angle grinder, and you just quickly cut the front off it. It's not going to take much to cut that. It's only, I think some other safes that they're not just only tin, they not put stones or something on inside them. I'm not sure, but that there's just a biscuit tin. It does my job with the key. Another thing, I don't tell you what size the bit. It's a size 10 bit you need for them screws. Neighbour off buying expansion bolts. The screws don't even look that strong. They're long, but they're not very thick. They wouldn't be the easiest wee thing to stick in there, like. Use a wee socket set. So I'm going to stick this in the wall anyway. It'll do my job, but I wouldn't want this as the main safe. Plus it's very small. You're not going to get much into that. You know what I mean, like? If you've got jewelry or something like that. They always say on a bicycle, you're buying a lock for a bicycle, spend 10% of the cost of the bike on the lock. So if you buy a £1,000 bicycle, you have £100 lock. If you buy a £100 bicycle, £10 lock will do it. So if you, I would say the same with safes. If you're putting in gold jewellery and stuff, whatever your gold jewellery is worth, 10% on a safe. That's what I reckon. I'm putting mine here at the back door. I'm underneath a canopy, so I don't have to worry about rain. So I marked my first holes. I held it up, felt tip marker through the 2 holes. I marked it, but pebble dash. If you've got a wee mark on top of a stone pebble dash, the drill's going to go off sideways. So the first mark I put it on, I didn't drill here because it would have sent sideways. So I made the first hole where the drill wanted to go, and then I remarked this, and hopefully now it's the right place. And then I'm going to stick in our rod plugs, and it's just a matter of screwing it on. But I might have slightly thicker bolts. I might use slightly thicker ones than that. We'll try these first anyway, but they're not very strong looking. And whenever you open the door, it's heavy that way, once they fall forward. So I use this wee bit of wood here, so I can set the safe in this wood and mark it with my other hand. If you had a second person, they could just hold it for you. But once you open the door, she wants to tip forward. So I'll tap them in with a wee hammer now, and we'll see about getting a wee socket to fit that. Size 10 socket. You wouldn't get in with a screwdriver, like. If you get in with a screwdriver, it's not going to be strong enough. I have it up now, but I'll tell you what, I'm not happy with. The rod plugs, whenever you tighten it up with the socket set, you can easily ring the plastic rod plugs. So I'm Christmas holiday shortly. I'm going to change it to expansion bolts. Here's 3 different types of bolts you can get. These are all too big here that I have. I could probably use them, you know. That's the ones you want to use for a safe, that type. There's no way you get them out. But your hole has to be drilled a lot bigger. That's an M8. I might just stick them on now, you know. The hole has to be a lot bigger than what your actual bolt does. And that's what puts people off using these. But they are the ultimate strongest. It's got a wee bit of a wire if it focuses in there. It's not going to focus in. A wee bit of wire there that holds the 2 sides together. And that wee wire spreads out. When that pulls it back in, that jams that out, and it's really, really tight. You can put that onto a concrete ceiling and hang from it. That's another sort of cheaper one there. But whenever she pulls back, the metal's not as thick, so it's not as good a grip. So that's probably medium duty there. It's far too big for a job. But even these things here are surprisingly strong. They don't use rod plugs, they cut into the brick and the breeze block. But it's harder work putting them in because you're cutting into the breeze block where you're putting it in. So in a wee confined space like that, it can be hard to push against it. With that there, once you pop it in, that'll turn easily with your fingers until you tighten it up, and it's really tight. I might take this off now and put that in there. See if I got 2 of them. I don't have 2, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to order 2 new ones. And there's a bit of chain. I might order a new bit of chain. And when I put the bolt in, I put the chain on it. And then on the other end of the chain will be the key. And then I'll reach, somebody will go in there, take the key out, go to my back door, open the back door, put the key back in, and then lock it. That'll be the job there. And that's handier than a wee. The reason why I was doing that, because I'm away working now late nights coming to Christmas. I was putting dog food and all out here for my nephew to come down. I can even stick it in there now if he doesn't want to go into the house in the meantime. Had hold the dog food and the wee bowl and all, and so giving them a key. I have no part in giving the nephew a key. I'll lose it. So by putting it on a chain, he won't lose it. That's the idea. But I'm holiday shortly. We'll leave out the Christmas holidays. So my last verdict on this safe: £40 a full price for that safe. It ain't worth no £40. If I died elsewhere and spent £40 on the safe, I'd expect to get a lot better than that. If you're looking for a safe and it makes that sound, forget about it. Don't go for a safe that makes that sound now. I would say that even rust out here. So it would. But I would say like at B&M's and them places, Home Bargains, they do safes are slightly bigger than that. So take one out of the box and do the ring test.